So today, from this morning, for those who were here since this morning, we've talked about Thai centrality, this concept of Thai centrality. The key point is this, is when we've started thinking about this, we knew that after we've proposed this concept, this idea, we needed to operationalize it so that it can be measurable, so that we can follow up the progress of Thai centrality. What we're showing here is a bit of a teaser for next year. But all this depends if we get budget or not. I'm not putting pressure on anyone. I'm just saying if we get the budget, we'll continue, right, working on that. This morning, I've shown this slide where it's based on this concept of the house of quality, where at the top, the roof is what we want to achieve, Thai centrality. You have the foundation, what is needed for us to be able to support Thai centrality. And then you have a number of pillars, a number of objectives. Pillar number 1, connectivity leadership. Pillar number 2, convening power. Pillar number 3, economic integration. Pillar number 4, security cooperation. And pillar number 5, cultural influences. And from our observation in terms of how we were thinking of this house of quality, there is 2 cross-cutting foundations. So the first one I've already highlighted a bit this morning. It's strategic policy coherence. So it has to come top down from a policy perspective. It has to be coherent, and then we need to have the human capital to be able to do it. And that cuts across all of the pillars. Then institutional might focus on the diplomatic convening power, economic integration, security cooperation, or infrastructure and digital connectivity will support pillar number 3 and pillar number 5. Or global regional partnership will support pillar number 2, pillar number 4, and pillar number 5. So, we've been really thinking in terms of how do we move forward. And if we think that this is worthwhile, then the job of the team will be to convince further at a higher level. So from the house of quality, and this is what we're already thinking, is what are the KPIs that we're going to use to measure and follow up on Thai centrality? I think this really comes from our training from a logistics supply chain perspective, where we are always very keen on monitoring and evaluation framework, be it regional connectivity, be it economic corridor, be it diplomatic engagement. Of course, some of the KPIs will focus on the output, some of the KPIs will focus on the outcome, right? But we need to have both to be able to measure. So these are just examples to show that we are already thinking ahead for next year, right? We're already thinking ahead for next year with a bit of wishful thinking, but we hope that, we'll be able to move forward, investment positioning, institutional integration, and then soft power. In Thailand, we have this big debate. What is soft power? It's one of the policy. And in our discussion, for us, the way how we looked at Thai centrality, soft power is, for example, the number of international students that come and study in Thailand. People recognize us as a place where people can come and study and then become a lot more familiar with Thai culture. Right? As an example, there's probably a lot more, but this is the only thing we can think of at the moment. And then we can set up target for Thai centrality, measuring for each of the pillars, the indicators, and what we want to achieve. That's very important. So, like I said, when we start thinking in terms of operationalization, we tend to drill down quite a bit on it, but it's because we want to be able to actually follow up, not talk from the perspective of, yes, we have Thai centrality, what is it, how do you measure it? No, we need to have the answer from the beginning and introduce a Thai centrality index. Don't look at me, but for other people who know me, they know I like to develop tools, method, framework, and I do see that this is something that will be important to help follow up and monitor this particular policy of enabling Thai Centrality. I know indexes are very popular, but yeah, this is what we want to do with scoring methodology. But I think this is a part where us academics enjoy doing and then validating and doing all of these things. But what is important for us is to be able to benchmark over time. I want to go back in time and look at, the level of Thai Centrality to really see, because at the moment we're talking about, like for example, what Sugnilan was sharing with us. In the past, yes, but now we have receded. Is it really true? And then using that centrality index to reflect that. Because at the moment, we're still very much on that, looking at other indicators that indirectly may reflect, but we're still not very sure. We're still not very sure on that, right? And we see these 4 dimensions that with a number of indicators that we could use to help us measure Thai centrality. So these are the example, and then yes, integrate. Who is going to do what? Strategic use of the EEC policies, engagement in those various sub-regional mechanism, participation in the various agreements. So all of these things are the policy, and then even a timeline and roadmap, so that there is an end game in all of this. There is an end game. Of course, I'm not in control of this. This is what we're proposing. This is what we are preparing. And let's see how we can move forward. With this, right? And yes, again, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we count on you to take the lead. And this is what I've shown this morning also for our Thai colleagues. Right, because I do see that's true. But no, in fact, the role of the government. But then, yes, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should spearhead all of this. Ownership, yeah, we've talked about. Oversight, maybe an SDC can work on it from a perspective of the academic side of it. Funding mechanism. So this is all the things that we need to talk about. Risk mitigation also, because we know that things are not tend not to happen. We must not forget stakeholder engagement, the triple helix model, or even the quadruple. But when it's a quadruple, it's a bit difficult because you have civil society that is also involved. So better have the triple stable first, and then we can bring in the quadruple helix, and then a number of things that needs to be done so that we can move forward with all of this. So just to say that at the end of the day, it's like a movie, and this movie is a trilogy. Last year we did part 1. What are we doing? This year we're doing what we want to achieve, and next year is the means in terms of how to achieve what we want to do. It's like Star Wars. But not the prequel, because the prequels are not good, right? But really, the main one, starting with episode 6, A New Hope. I want to give a new hope, and I would like to say thank you to everyone that has been involved in this research project over the past 2 years. Funding agency, we couldn't have done it without you. Please give us more money. All of the speakers, all of our friends, colleagues from abroad that has come over to share the perspective. The team, where we really, I think, worked hard, even though we had a lot of time to do, but you always feel rushed, never enough time. In a day, 24 hours is never enough for us. But we do what we can do. And hopefully, all of this is useful for everyone. And on our end, we will still continue to push forward this agenda. So with this, I would like to formally close the session. We will prepare the gifts for our friends. And again, thank you. Thank you very much for everyone that has stayed until the end. For the people from EEC, now you know Korea is very keen on you. Please keep up the good work. There's a lot of things that we all need to do together. So fingers crossed, and let's move forward together. Thank you. Thank you.